Okay, I'm so sorry. I think I got him a Schnoobie now, which is a binky, so I think we're good. Because this kid's tired and not gonna go down to sleep anytime soon. So I deleted the other video, I'm pretty sure, so I'll start again. If you missed, or if you were caught up at the beginning of the other video, then that's okay too. So I wanted to show you, we'll start with some activity books first. So these ones are really great. They're not Shakespeare per se, but this one has literary quotes, and then we have inspirational quotes too. And I'll show you what's inside. So there are these 4 cardstock posters. You can see that they're pretty big. I mean, compared to me, this is the size of them. So there are these beautiful posters from famous authors, and then on the back they have information about that author, you know, when they were born, died, what books they wrote, etc. So anyway, these ones are really, really beautiful. Okay, another activity book that is really fun for kids and adults is this one. I actually have several up there too, Write and Draw Your Own Comics, my first story writing books, etc. So this one I would show you inside of his creative writing, so if you want to become your own little Shakespeare. This one talks about different things like who do you think you are, creating characters, bringing characters to life, make a map, because X, because of Y. So it kind of talks you through and helps you kind of pull your ideas down and bringing characters to life. It gives you ideas about setting, plot, all those types of different things. So it gives you space even to work in the book too. So that one's the creative writing book. Another one, well, you guys, we were messing with our books last night and I cannot find our Shakespeare one, but we do have several reference books, and we have an actual Shakespeare reference book. I just don't have it in my hand right now. So I'm going to show you an example. This one is the Famous Composers reference book. So the Shakespeare one is really similar. They are internet linked, meaning there's a safe website. Almost all, or maybe even all of our nonfiction is internet linked, meaning there's a safe website for kids to go on that they can expound upon the knowledge in the book. So in this case, this one's talking about famous composers, and the Shakespeare one, it talks about Shakespeare. But you can be able to go, in this case, it shows you different abbeys, it shows you illustrated manuscripts of music, it shows you kind of understanding old music inside the Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris, the Renaissance, etc. Just so you guys can get an idea of what this one looks like. So they're only $9.99. They are hardbound. That's a really great reference book for Shakespeare, or in this case, the famous composers. But we're talking about Shakespeare today. Okay, this one is called Where's Will, and I'm kind of obsessed with it. We have a new one that just came out that's called Where's the Ballerina? And I have that one too. So you find Shakespeare hidden in his plays, and it's so cool. So it's kind of like Where's Waldo? But it tells you, so for example, this one shows you, and I'll show you up close, but this one shows you As You Like It, and it goes through and tells the story. It has here all the main characters. So it says find these characters on the next 2 pages, and then you turn the page and there's the double page or double-sided scene where you would be able to find those characters and find Shakespeare himself. So then there's Julius Caesar. It talks about the story, introduces children to the story, and then it has the characters that you are then to find on the next page. So it's a really neat look and find book because it's not only informative, but then it's a look and find book. So it's fun for kids to be able to hone in on their observation skills. Okay, we have a couple different, if you guys have seen our illustrated stories, we have a couple different illustrated stories. This one is our newest one, and it's called The Complete Shakespeare. So this one actually has, stories from all of his plays, and they're divided. You can see it has symbols for comedies, tragedies, histories within it. It divides them into the stories, then it has stories told in brief. So some of them are a little bit longer. So there's this illustrated page that has the characters in it and tells us like a brief setting of the story. And then it goes through, and in this case, it tells then the story of Midsummer Night's Dream. And then we get to Twelfth Night. Oh, I skipped it. So then it talks about Twelfth Night, etc. I'll show you guys the back part of what it looks like. The reason why I really love these books specifically about Shakespeare, is I used to be an English teacher, and I felt like it was so hard for kids to grasp these, oh, there we go, stories told in brief. So I felt like it was so hard for kids to grasp these concepts in language that wasn't familiar to them. So I think it's so important to introduce kids to things like Shakespeare or Greek myths or Norse myths or things like that in language that is familiar to them, but still not dumbed down. I feel like it still uses great language, but then when kids actually do encounter it in their schooling, they actually, they're familiar with it and they feel comfortable with it and they're not scared of it because they're familiar. They already know what the story is. So, I love that. So this is an example of a story told in brief. So this is Henry the Sixth? Henry the Sixth. So you can see it tells the story in brief and then it lays out the characters. So that's that one. And then I'll show you inside this one, illustrated stories from Shakespeare. So this one, this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this one has 7 of his plays: Twelfth Night, Romeo and Juliet, The Tempest, Midsummer Night's Dream, Macbeth, Hamlet, and then 6 of his plays. And then it gives the life and times of William Shakespeare in the back as well. So I'll just show you Twelfth Night. So it tells the cast of characters. It gives the contents, like how many chapters are going to be, what pages they're on, and then it has, and then it goes chapter by chapter. So this one is a higher picture-to-text ratio than the complete Shakespeare. So there's a lot more pictures and less text in this one. So for younger kids, this would be a good one to start with. And then this one is great for older kids. Okay, 3 more things I'm going to share. So some of you may have seen, I shared this one this morning, in a graphic, very first Nursery Rhymes. We do have a couple different awesome nursery rhyme books. This one's a hardbound one. It's only $7.99. And hi, little buddy. Oh, did you make a big mess? But this one's really, it's been a favorite in our house for the past 3 years. We love this one. So it just has cute little nursery rhymes. We do have musical nursery rhymes. There's one that's like a cloth-bound book that's really, we have it upstairs, I think. Anyways, we have some really awesome ones. Okay, 2 more I'm going to share. So if you, just like Shakespeare wrote his sonnets, we have a book of poetry that we really love. So this one's called Cookie Crumbs, Poems in Praise of Dizzy Days. So I think it's so important to introduce kids to poetry at a really early age too. So this one, the names of Queen Nefertiti, weather is for the verbs, and so it is an illustrated poetry book that's really engaging and interesting for young children. And I actually want to say, I think this one's still on special. So for every $40 you spend, you get to choose 2 specials. And I think this one's still on special. So I know it's at least, I don't know, I can't remember the exact price. I'll post the special graphic a little bit later. Okay, last one I want to share. But we definitely have a million different books that oh, you know what? I'll share this one too because it's a favorite and it's perfect for Shakespeare. So we have a ton of books that rhyme, but this one is great. This one, I'm a Dirty Dinosaur, and then we also have I'm a Hungry Dinosaur. So these ones rhyme. I'm a dirty dinosaur with a dirty snout. I never wipe it clean. I just sniff and snuff about. Sniff, sniff, snuff, snuff, sniff and snuff about. I'm a dirty dinosaur with a dirty face. I never have a wash. I just shake about the place. Shake, 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 shake about the place. So there are some fun activities that you can do with this because it's actually illustrated with real mud, believe it or not. And this one, the Hungry Dinosaur, is illustrated with frosting and sprinkles and flour. And anyways, it's awesome. Okay, very last one. And then I will bid you adieu until the next post, which is happening at noon, I think. Okay, this one is a really great one for budding writers too. It's called Scribble and Author. And in the Scribble and Author book, it has, so the author paints a little scribble. And then she says, hello, Scribble, I'm the author, and I'm here to help you create your journey. Let's start at the beginning. Wow, author, you've created a beautiful beginning. Where do I go next? Well, it's your journey, so it's up to you. What would you like to do? I'd like to make a new friend. Okay, do you see the gate? to the middle of the story, I believe it may lead you to your wish. So anyway, it goes through the whole story, and it's just a really cute, it has a really cute ending. But I'll tell you what, my son, my older son loves this book. He wants to read it over and over again. And he loves, the first time we ever read it, he got out his paints and his paper, and then he created his own scribble and made his own story with it. So I love that it actually encourages creativity among kids. So anyway, I hope you guys are having a wonderful Friday, and I'm excited to party with you a little bit more the rest of the day today. And if there's any books that you want to see inside, please, as you can see, we have millions of books in our house. This isn't even all of them. We have more over here and upstairs and everywhere. So please let me know, because I'm happy to show you inside of any books too. So have a good day, and I will announce, I'll probably close the party Monday. Since it's Friday, I know the weekend. We'll close the party Monday, and I'll announce the prize drawing winners at that time too. And we're going to be doing some deals today. So I will post more about that in a little bit too. Okay, have a good day. Bye.